have you seen from the Pacers in these first two games of the series against the Milwaukee Bucks?
They've been playing great basketball, playing very great team ball. They're moving the ball around. They know what the objective is in this series, and I don't think the way Doc puts his lineups out, I don't think he can actually match what the Pacers are doing. Pacers have the best 5 out there. You know, Doc usually has 3 players and then 2 players that are just like out there, and then he has the other 2 players that should be starters sitting on the bench, and then they come in, so you got a 16-minute guy and then this 20-minute guy that's starting, that kind of, you start off to this slow start, and then you put these guys in, fucks up the rhythm. Put your best 5 out there to match the same energy, and then, you know, Prince and, you know, Lopez or Kuzma, depending on who you think is the weakest link, then you bring him in the game playing 3-4 minutes here and there, still give him the 16, but it's not at the beginning of the game where you need to really get out to a good start. And that's always been Doc's problem, where he usually has 3 good players and then he has 2 bad players that don't belong as starters to try to have this I got off the bench product. Doesn't work like that. Right, you know, so Indiana's just, you know.
Didn't Doc come off the bench or no?
Who?
Did Doc Rivers come off the bench in Boston? He did?
Atlanta.
I don't know. Atlanta.
Oh, my bad. I'm thinking of somebody else.
You don't know basketball.
Atlanta Clippers.
No, I'm thinking of the
New
light
York?
skinned dude from the Celtics with
You talking about Dennis Scott?
Larry Bird.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? That's what I thought.
Dennis?
Yeah, Dennis.
Not Scott.
Dennis Johnson.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Hey, you said Dennis. I'm like, no, Dennis Johnson.
No.
You get your light skin is confused.
Yeah, my bad. I'm getting the light skin confused. My bad.
So, Sean, I heard you say Bobby Portis probably needs to just go ahead and go on the starting lineup. Brandon, you said that before as well. Doc just need to rock out.
Put Lopez on the bench.
Yeah,
Lopez got to go.
With Crazy Eye.
Yeah, I think Keem was saying that. But, I mean, it's just our energy first game wasn't good. I mean, our energy second game wasn't good. Yeah, we came back towards the end. We made a run, but just throughout the whole game, it don't even look like we belong.
Right.
Like in this series. And I don't know if it's a bad matchup for us. I don't know if our lineups needs to be switched up, but Kevin Porter Jr. played 16 minutes yesterday. He had like 9 and 4.
Did it look like Dame was upset?
I think, Dame played mad instead of just playing. Like,
Did it look like he was playing mad?
well, I mean, he got a little, he got in the little
Near the end, he had 11 in the fourth or 14 in the fourth?
Dame?
Yeah, I think it was 11.
Yeah, I mean, but he gave us 36 minutes and only gave us 13 shots. That's not gonna help. Like, that's not gonna help us.
You gotta go demon time, man.
Like if Bobby's ready, then I'm starting Bobby. You know, we just gave up Chris Middleton for Kuzma and all these other guys, and it's looking like we should have kept Chris Middleton. Because when we go through times like this in the playoffs against, you know, especially against a team like Indiana, we ain't got nobody that's just dominant that's going to take over the game.
Right.
And that's what Chris Middleton did on one leg.
Right.
Yeah, so Dame only had 3 points in that fourth quarter. He was 1 of 4, so that 3 to cut the lead to 2.
So the third quarter he had 11.
So
Yeah.
And then even like, what's his name last year? Andrew Jackson Jr. He was playing decent, well for us against them last year. And now he's not playing, like, we need some type of energy.
So that 3-pointer right there was the only 3 points Dame had in the fourth?
Yeah. So he had
Some teams
5 in the second
I feel
quarter.
Like Indiana just got them.
Did not score in the third quarter.
It's the matchup, though.
Yeah,
in the first quarter, 5
we got to change the
didn't
matchup.
score.
Damn, so somebody had told me that he had 11. I thought they told me he had 11 straight.
11
that
in the
was
first half,
11
yeah.
in the first half. Okay.
Like, Prince could come off the bench at this point. Prince. Torian Prince. Like, come on.
he should be off the bench.
Like,
Kuzma to me is not a starter on a team like this.
I think you start
He's better
Kuzma
off the
and
bench.
Porter though.
It's Lopez.
It's Lopez. You got
It's your center who has 1 rebound. He sits on the
So
three-point
you
line.
have to play Giannis at the center.
at center, then
Porter's at the center. Doesn't matter. Because Porter's rebounds and he shoots threes.
Yeah.
So what's the point
spread the
of?
floor.
you got to switch it up.
And the Pacers really don't have a threat at the big position.
That's what I'm saying.
About the post area.
Portis actually posts up, plays iso ball, and he shoots the threes, and he rebounds.
Yeah.
Like, you got Lopez out there who don't post up, right? He shoots threes, he don't rebound. So what's the point of even having it? Bring him off the bench, play him 3-5 minutes, and then take his ass out.
I'll start the white boy, too.
Derrick Bird?
Yeah.
Derrick Bird. So
Just a threat.
Yeah.
Something.
So Bucks left much to be desired our first 2 games of this series. But after falling down 0-2, both Doc Rivers and Giannis were still optimistic about the Bucks' chances in this series.
We'll just see. You know, we have time. We have 48 hours. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing right now because I don't know. You know, but we'll figure it out. I'm very confident about this series. Very.
My mindset right now is Game 3. I know the fucking deal, man. I just know the deal. I know what I gotta do.
What I gotta do.
So, Mr. B, how much confidence should Doc Rivers have in the Bucks bouncing back in this series?
Did you see that?
I know.
Did you see what that was?
Yeah.
I was depending on y'all to help me, but
I know what I got.
now I know what I gotta do now. I know what I gotta do now.
I mean, we're definitely gonna have to make some adjustments. And I think our energy game 3, and I think we need to really kick their ass.
Yeah.
Game 3. Like we can't.
In the face.
Like
Yeah, man.
like if we win by 6 or 8 at the last minute, it's still gonna be a little. Still be a little worried. We need to like send a message just like the way they sent the message to us in Indiana.
It's over.
No, I don't think so.
Gil, you started your 20.
Sweep.
Nah.
It's over.
Clean sweep.
It's over.
Clean sweep.
Nah, they not sleeping.
Clean
Milwaukee
sweep.
is dead.
Again?
Nah, they not sleeping.
Milwaukee
Nah, they
is
not
dead.
sleeping.
I love
No
Giannis.
way.
Giannis is a great. Milwaukee is dead.
Giannis
The
done
city
moved
dead.
out. He
No, it ain't.
moved
No,
already.
it ain't.
No way
No, it
to
ain't.
hold
We got
There's
game
no
3.
way all Milwaukee just
Damn.
blow
That ain't
it
a
up.
lot. That ain't a lot.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You just gotta blow it up.
So, Gil, you started your 2025 with a clean slate
I better watch it.
with Glenn Doc
I'll
Rivers.
tell your cousin.
Blow the ass up too.
Your family's still waiting to see him more.
No way.
But how much confidence should Doc Rivers have in the Bucks bouncing back in this series? He said he's very confident.
I'm not worried about him having confidence in them. Hopefully they have confidence in him. You know, it's the other way around here for me. I mean, I'm pretty sure Giannis is going to go out there and have 50, 12, and something. It's lineups, man. It's always been Doc's lineups. It's off-balance lineups that I call it trickery, where you have a mediocre starting 5, and then you have the most powerful bench because your bench numbers look great, right? So you can say, oh, I got the number 1 bench in the NBA. All right, where's your starting 5 at? Your starting 5 is ranked 24th. Yeah, you got your bench is 1. That's what's up. But that's not how the game is played. So what ends up happening if you start off slow, then you got to hurry up, sub them out, then put the bench players in. Kind of fucks up everything else anyway. So put your starters in, put Bobby Portis in, take out Lopez. I mean, he's had a great run for you. He's not it anymore. Put what's the name in. Now you guys are more agile and you can go up and down. You can switch 1 through 5. And then when you have time to put Lopez in, then you put him in. But other than that, Bobby Portis is the starter.
When did we just start to change the way we did those type of rotations? Because it used to be your best 5, the guys off the bench sub in and give those couple guys a rest, go back in and play. So
Sometimes. No, it wasn't always the best 5. I feel like you needed guys that can match well together. If you had like somebody if you had 2 Gills out there at the same time, I feel like that could be a.
we talking about the championship teams,
Yeah.
though, right? You look at the championship built teams; they put their best 5 out there, right? Except for San Antonio.
Yeah,
But
they,
then,
That's what I'm
they
saying.
got confused with teams like that.
Yeah,
San
that's what I'm saying.
Antonio's.
and they
Yeah.
thought they can do what they was doing, but they
Even-
brung Ginobili in early,
Right.
Because they like, yo, we know they
But it was
not
only
gonna
one.
match this.
There was only one person that did that.
Yep.
But
With
Doc
one
used-
player.
Doc
one
used
player.
to having like a Lou, so he used to having that Lou Will come
He
up.
created.
Yeah.
It's like
That's
he
what
didn't
he's-
create
that's
this
what I'm saying.
system, but he's
never been-
perpetuated it.
But I don't even know if he's been successful in it.
He hasn't. That's the whole point. It's like you've adopted this system of
And
ten-
but Jamal Crawford.
But how was his
He had Jamal Crawford.
He had the
too,
best
right?
5 out there when he.
Yes.
before the big 3.
He had Jamal
Oh,
Crawford.
during the big.
During the big 3,
Oh,
yeah.
it's just
they had the
that's
best 5.
good.
Okay.
But think about his team before that. He had a bunch of young guys that he could never figure out no lineups because they didn't have a pedigree. Al Jefferson,
And
Sebastian, all the Gerald Green, Ryan Gomes, all them.
So
But
Bucks,
Ricky Davis, and he didn't know what to do with none of them.
Bucks had 13th best bench scoring during the regular season, 36.2 points per game. We asked the chat, will the Bucks bounce back in this series? 57% of the chat says no. So we'll talk about the Giannis part of it. Giannis knows what he's got to do.
So I said, like the year they won the championship, yeah, he has his best 5 out there.
But that's the best five.
Yeah, you talking about the Boston year?
Yeah, the Boston year they won, so he didn't put in like a Tony Allen to start over a Ray Allen
Or a Posey?
or a Posey or a Sam Cassell, but that's what he does now.
That's what Doc was doing. That's what he's doing.
No, who's the best five right now? Now that Porter's back, of course he's to be
For
out
the
there.
Bucks, our best five for the Bucks.
Yeah, who you think is the best five now?
Who you rolling out to start?
I'm rolling Dame, Giannis, Bobby, Kuzma, and at that two,
White boy.
It's either Diary Bird, the white boy, yeah,
Shooter.
the shooter.
Diary Bird.
Because I want to bring Kevin Porter Jr. off the bench so he can,
Yeah, he got that fire.
so he can
I don't
Him
even
and
know if I
Kuzma.
bring him off the bench at this point.
start him.
Put him in the
I don't
starters?
know.
You start him at the 2?
Start him at the 2.
Let him go
Instead
hard.
of Prince? What do I got
Right,
Prince for?
right. 'Cause look,
What I'm saying is, what do I have Prince for?
The best lineup
Prince
would
supposed
be
to
that.
the
No, but
defender out of-
Yeah, let him defend
Diary
off the
Bird,
bench.
at least he's a threat for the
But
3-point.
Dame is the threat.
Yeah, but both of them, they
But
both threats.
who's the slasher? You got Porter posting.
Kuzma could be a.
Kuzma is the move around nigga. He's the you
Like-
can
like-
go
like-
back doors sometimes.
Now think about it as a starting five. You have Dame, you got Dame, you got Kevin Porter Jr. at the 1-2, Kuzma at the 3, Bobby Porter's at the 4, Giannis
a
at the
big
5.
lineup.
1 through 5.
Switch it
and
up.
then now your starting 5 offensively, defensively, they can't keen on anybody.
Right.
Because when young fella get the ball, what do? You got to really play him ones.
Okay.
He knows how to pass. He knows how to play. His pick and roll game is no different than Dame's. Then you got Kuzma cutting and slashing, and Bobby Porter sitting at the 3. You got 5 3-point shooters, or you got 4 3-point shooters.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have no dead weight.
Yeah.
Right? They're just outrunning you at this point.
And
You're gonna
you
pick and roll with Lopez, run him around. You can't switch it. You can't do none of that.
And what is Lopez doing? He's fucking popping.
Popping.
And
Bobby Porter.
what would we have Giannis do?
Roll.
Roll, man. And then what does that leave us on the outside? It's 4 out 4, 4 out 1 in. With Giannis in there, just turning and dunking.
That's a scarier 5 defensively.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, I like it.
100%.
I like it.
But-
I mean, we'll play faster.
Play faster.
You're
You're more athletic.
You're playing
You're more
against.
athletic.
You're playing against a group that wants to run.
Yes.
Right.
Right. This is just not the series for Lopez.
Yes.
Right.
Gotta
This
play
is not
series
his.
to
This
series.
is just not his series.
Yep.
Right.
So every series is not your series. Right. Steve Kerr, when he went to the championship, okay, Iguodala, you're gonna have to come off the bench. Like there's series where you have to adjust your lineup to match theirs. Sometimes.
And not even looking at Doc in particular, but how often are coaches able to figure that out and realize that?
The smart
and make
ones
them-
do.
I mean, we could just sit there
And generally they do that before they go down 0-2.
There are coaches who overdo it. I think Steve overdoes it. He tries to do it too much when he can do it. Like the instance he just mentioned with Iguodala, it's a perfect instance. Just like the same instance with Dwight Howard when they won the chip. Like, Dwight, this ain't your series, but we're going to need you against Joker.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you look now, how's it hard to tell Brook Lopez, like, look, man, we need you to roll to the fucking basket. Stop shooting these threes, bro. He not going to get it, so you have to change the lineup. And then if you stuck to the lineup, because we've done this all season, we've done this all, like he said, it's situational now. It's playoff basketball.
Who's a defender on that lineup, though?
All of
He's
them.
gonna have to outscore him. That's
Who's
just
a defender
outscore.
on Indiana?
Shit, they got some defenders.
Who?
Hart, fucking Smith,
Off the
Pascal?
bench. That's off the bench.
No, they
Smith
all
off the
start.
bench.
Neesmith.
Oh, you said
Smith.
Neesmith.
Yeah.
I thought you said Smith.
Smith
Oh, the big.
Who?
Neesmith ain't, I mean, he
Miles Turner.
athletic. He ain't no defender like that.
Miles Turner on.
and
Obviously, Miles Turner couldn't stop goddamn Bobby Porter, so obviously.
I mean, and then Siakam, he gonna have to guard Giannis, so we know what
You
that
got
is.
to, yeah, so now
That's 30 and 18.
Giannis, that defense is irrelevant
Yep.
at that point.
And then it's just Dame got to show up, and then you let
Dame versus what's
Kevin
name?
Porter put some pressure on
Now
them
Kevin-
boys.
yeah.
You let and then Kuzma, hey, what are you gonna do? We gotta figure out what the fuck you gonna do out here, bro.
Just shoot when you open.
No more
shoot.
snow
No, we
games,
need
please.
you to be a goon. We need you to turn into Matt Barnes. We need you to go out here and make.
I just need to get some more
make
rebounds.
shit.
Because-
Because what
happens-
Some rebounds to get them going.
Here, this is what happens. Who guards Porter? I mean, who's guarding Prince? Siakam.
Siakam.
Now you got the best defender
Chilling.
guarding the worst offensive player. which means what? He gets to headhunt.
He gets to roam.
He gets to roam. Now you have the best defender roaming.
Yeah.
Not wasting no energy. Just netting, stopping everything. Those are the players that you don't want doing that.
Yep.
I don't want the best player not being like challenged, and he gets to just roam and clean up stuff and do this and open up, move there. You don't want him playing the safety role. You want him to be in every action, burning his energy, so that he can't be used on offense either. So the fact that 4 shots, he had to guard 4 jump shots. Ooh. How much?
Yeah, he ain't doing. He just roaming around.
But that's what Draymond do. He the roamer. But
Yeah,
think about how
but
smart you got to be the roamer to recognize
I know that.
whoever I need to guard. I'm gonna switch out on the
somebody
nigga.
averaging 16 coming off the bench.
But with that, but like you said though, with that start,
But he can't beat none of the starters.
Now, because now you got to guard.
You gotta guard.
So
I didn't
Unless
know
he,
that. Did you know that?
we heard Giannis.
Ben?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, Ben's good.
Ben Mather. We heard Giannis in his post-game press conference say he knows what the F he's got to do. He's been doing it in the first 2 games of the series. He's averaging 35, 15, 4 assists, shooting 65% from the field.
The 6-man running.
But this is a bigger issue.
He missed a lot of seasons.
Bigger issue with this Bucks squad, though. Bucks got knocked out in the first round, 2 straight seasons. And when you look at the long-term impact on this franchise, don't have a first-round pick in 25, 2027, or 2029. 26, 28, and 30, they're subject to pick swaps. Don't have much cap flexibility. Giannis previously said he's committed to the Bucks as long as they're committed to winning. Now, according to reports, there's been nothing coming from his camp that would indicate that he would want to be on the move. But based on prior comments he's made, how much will this postseason impact Giannis' future with the Bucks?
Listen, we lose first or second round. Milwaukee should be worried.
They should be worried right now. You hear what he said? Did you hear what he said?
It's over, man.
I know what I gotta do. That mean that
I got to get the fuck out of here?
No, that mean that he been holding back. He been holding. I mean, he got more to give.
35.
He's saying,
35, 15.
I can do more.
He's saying, I know what I gotta do.
you
I
need
gotta
more.
go to
Now you
LA.
need more.
I know what I
you know
gotta
that too.
do.
But
I
listen,
gotta get the fuck
I
out
can
of
do more.
here.
I'm gonna leave it on the floor.
Listen, we get smacked in this first round.
Y'all going to get smacked.
I don't know. We
There's
still
no
got to
doubt about that.
It's over.
It depends on how we play game 3.
It's over. LIG.
Game 3 gonna let me know for sure.
Is this the next team that's got
And y'all
to move
getting
around? This
punked
the
by-
next team, huh?
But y'all
Phoenix
getting
got to
punked
move
by
around.
light-skins.
Sac got to move around. The Warriors got to move around.
So who's
Everybody
by
moving.
light skinned?
That's a real light skin.
Giannis Bucks better
Halliburton's
make me
a
back.
real light skin.
He is a
He's a real
traditional
light skin.
light-skinned.
Yeah. Y'all getting punked by a real light skinned person. Like, he's real definition of light skin. And he's punking the shit out of y'all.
the textbook definition.
He got the gold, like the gold tee, the Xbox curl. Just talking shit, he be dancing all like this at the parties. And
You got to tell the truth, Nick. He's really the light-skinned dude that you want a white girl?
if your white daughter came home,
You want a white girl? You want you a white
your white daughter came home with
Yeah.
this light skinned man, you be like, oh, that's a good black man. Right
You
man.
safe.
That's a good
You safe
black
with
man.
him.
That's a
You
good
safe.
black man you picked. So
You safe.
So
Yeah.
You say?
Yeah, boy, he got a good 401k.
Man.
He got good
got
401k.
you a good one of them.
He got it.
If he gonna go black, that's the black
That's
you
the
go.
black
Yeah,
go.
that's the shade you go.
He got his pension.
So
Everything-
we asked the chat, should Milwaukee be worried about Giannis' future? 91% of the chat says yes, Milwaukee should be very worried. The Deer should fear
Damn.
their franchise player trying to make his next move his best move. So y'all talked about